"Wow," he said, strolling through the door, his eyes crisscrossing the expanse of vacant space. "You really doing it? You really gonna move?" "Hard to believe," I asked. "Kinda. The place looks so weird being empty." "Tell me about it." "I hope you got a good price," he said. "It's a seller's market, you know." "There were some who offered more," I replied, "but they just saw it as an investment." Max laughed and shook his head. "You're such a softy, Dad. Makes you an easy mark. Everything is an investment, don't you know that?" I might have been offended, but the sound of the word Dad coming from his lips had been so precious to my ears that I couldn't hold it against him. "You leave tomorrow?" he asked. I nodded. Then he nodded and kept walking, checking the new look of each room, marveling at its makeover, until finally he stopped in the living room. "I wish there was somewhere to sit," I mumbled. "It's okay," he said, his back to me. It had been almost a year since we'd spoke. The last time had ended poorly, with more cruel words than I cared to recall. Slammed phones, burnt bridges. It was strange, him just showing up out of the blue and bringing with him this thoughtful, measured tone. It was one I welcomed, but couldn't quite explain. "Max," I said, "about before." He turned around. His eyes were filled with tears. "I'm sorry," he said. "I'm so sorry for what I said. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean any of it. It was just so hard when Mom died. So confusing. I know. Nothing made sense. And then to find out that you were that way, I couldn't handle it. I wish I could have been more honest with you about that part of me. Christ, I wish I could have been more honest with myself. But you have to know, it doesn't change how I feel about you in any way. Now, I was crying too. I love you, Max. More than anything else in this godforsaken world, I love you. And if being your dad was the only thing I did with my life that was worth a damn, I'd still count myself lucky. You were never part of a cover story. You're my everything." I stepped toward him and wrapped him in my arms. "I miss us so much," he cried. "Me too." Then I just held him, like when he was little, when he'd skinned his knee in the backyard. He pressed his face to my chest, and I buried my nose in his hair, inhaling the sweet, wonderful scent of him. The child who I'd helped usher into this world. The man I'd watched him become. "Don't leave," he whispered. "Please, just stay." "I'm right here," I said, "and I'll never leave, so long as you need me." So I stayed. The next morning, I called the moving company. They were annoyed at having to drive all my things right back to me, but were paid all the same, so it didn't make much difference. I moved in with Max in Nora's old room and got a job working at an old bookshop. Each day, Annie brought me lunch from a bakery, and Nora and Paul would visit with their toddler for story time. It was everything I could have wanted my golden years to be.